Time to clean up an engine bay. Let's get to it. Some of you have asked how I clean up engine bays, and I have to do some maintenance on this Accord, and I figured I'll clean it up and bring you along and show you what I do. Now, this one isn't too bad, but regardless of how bad it is, whether there's a ton of grease and grime or not, like this one doesn't have a ton of grease and grime and stuff like that, I do the same procedure. Now, I'm not trying to detail this thing and send it to the car show. I just want to clean it up so it makes it a little bit easier for me to work on. Now, I am going to be using a little bit of water to clean this up, so we got to be cognizant of things we don't want to get wet. Usually, most things are fine under the engine to get wet. Water, you know, when you're driving in a big rainstorm, it's going to get in here and get things wet. That's how a lot of this stuff got here. Our alternator, you know, we just need to be smart about it. We don't need to sit there and hose it down or drown it like we threw it in a swimming pool. If it gets a little bit of water on there, it'll be fine. An air duct like this, where it goes over to our air box, like this one will go down and make a loop and come back up. I don't want to have a big pool of water down there. Usually I'll stuff a rag in there, stop the water from going in there. And obviously we're not going to just sit there and hose it down. This one I don't have to worry about because we're missing the tube right there, and we're missing a fender liner too. This must have got hit or something. So in this case, the water's just going to flow straight out. We don't have to worry about it. Other than that, on this one, we don't have to cover too many things up. So we're good to go on this. Another thing I like to make sure of is that the engine is cool. This thing sat overnight. I mean, I did turn it on just to drive it in here, but it's cool. I don't like to clean it up when it's blazing hot outside, or if the engine is blazing hot. I'll let it cool, or I just won't clean it. All right, all I did is pull it outside. We're going to take a little bit of super clean, and we're just going to hose things down and clean it up. I like this foaming one. I know you can buy one that doesn't foam, but this is the stuff I use, the one that foams. And we'll just kind of hose it down. I try to keep it wet. If it dries out, I can use a little water first. We seem to be doing okay though. And I'm just going to take a little bit of water and we'll hose it down. All right, we're going to do it one more time. Might need to grab another can. And just like before, we'll rinse it off. Now what I'll do is blow the water off the engine. I can either use compressed air, or I'm going to go ahead and use the old Milwaukee blower, seeing as I have it handy. Alright, the engine bay is pretty dry. I'm going to drive it around the block and blow the rest of that water out, and then we'll pull it in under the YouTube lights and see how it looks. Alright, let's check it out. It's still slightly wet, but overall I think it looks pretty good. Now I did take a damp rag and I wiped that and this flat part right here, but that's it. I just literally just wiped it off. But that's how it comes out using that purple cleaner. Not going to win any prizes or car shows or anything like that, but when you're working under the hood in the engine bay, definitely makes it a little nicer when everything's clean. This car's definitely had a rough life. In addition to our missing piece right there, I can see that this is broken. This, well, barely hanging on. This is broken. Oh well, at least the engine bay's clean. Well, that's how I do it. Right now I'll show you a before and after shot and you can tell me what you think. And as always, if the video helped you out or you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.